Hey guys, well, it's good to be back with you again. I had somebody ask if I would talk a little bit about trust, and so that's going to be our topic today. And I thought we'd draw a bit of a graph in order to illustrate what's going on. And so I'm going to draw a graph here. On the one axis, I'm going to put the level of trust. And on the other one, I'm going to put the self. And what the self refers to is the giving of myself, emotionally, physically, mentally, relationally, into the relationship. Okay? And so people start at different places when they first meet people. Some people have low trust when they meet somebody. They're kind of more, skeptical of things, and they don't give much of themselves. Other people will give a lot of trust, and some people will give a lot of themselves. But I'm going to use myself for an example. And so for me, when I first meet somebody, you get my full trust, but with very little of me. And so as the relationship grows, hopefully I will be able to give more of myself, right? So it'll just kind of go along this way. Now, what happens when somebody does something to lose their trust? Well, trust goes down. I'm going to stop giving more of myself. You might think that kind of seems pretty basic and pretty, simple, but it's amazing how many people don't do that. When somebody does something they lose trust, they will actually say, well, maybe I'll give more of myself, hoping that they will show themselves to be trustworthy. For example, somebody might, maybe if I sleep with them more often, then maybe they'll be faithful. But what ends up happening then is they end up getting hurt more because it's not sure if the person is trustworthy or not yet, right? So the key is to stop and to start watching and evaluating, is this person doing something to gain some trust back? And if they do, once they start gaining it back, well, then I'm going to start giving more of myself. And it can go up at a level to the place where it can go forward, right? This is the key in this place of trust, okay? I'm going to stop and evaluate, are they doing what they can in order to gain some trust back? Now let's flip it around. If I'm the person who has done that, what's my responsibility right there? If I'm the one who has broken trust, well, people say, well, obviously it's you got to earn their trust back. You got to earn my trust now. That's a no-win situation for the person because it's out of their control. Their job is to show themselves to be trustworthy. Whether the other person chooses to accept that, to want that, to receive that, that's out of their control. So the person who has done the harm, their job is to show themselves to be trustworthy. The person who has been hurt is to just watch and evaluate if they want to see if the person is doing something to show themselves to be trustworthy so it can go forward. Anyways, that probably gives you a lot to think about this month, and you can dialogue with some friends about that, and we'll see you again next month. All right, you take care.